Greetings and salutations. My name is Don Dillard. I am your philosophy professor, and this is your weekly video note. So let's get started. I'd like to address somewhat of a thorny subject. It's a piece of legislation working its way through the Tennessee House. You can Google it for yourself. It is House Bill 2670 and Senate Bill 2290. The hyperlink is in the description of the video. In brief, the law, if passed, is meant to address so-called divisive concepts in higher education. The list of divisive concepts, which is fairly lengthy, is stated in Section 3 on the bill. And you can see them for yourselves either by Googling the bill or using the hyperlink in the video description. The important bit of the bill is in Section 4, which states, a student or employee of a public institution of higher education shall not be penalized, discriminated against, or receive any adverse treatment due to the student or employee's refusal to support, believe, endorse, embrace, confess, act upon, or otherwise assent to one or more divisive concepts. So what does that mean? As far as I can tell, and to oversimplify things probably, it means that I cannot give you bad grades on the grounds that you have refused to support, believe, endorse, embrace, confess, act upon, or otherwise assent to one or more divisive concepts. Let's get very clear on something. As a student in a philosophy class, you are very often called upon to discuss, evaluate, and analyze opposing points of view. Indeed, to help facilitate that, I often recommend that you imagine you are someone who subscribes to that point of view, or that you are interviewing someone who subscribes to that point of view. But notice, nowhere are you asked to, or for that matter, required to, actually support, believe, endorse, embrace, confess, act upon, or assent to these opposing points of view. You can try to understand, for example, the historical motivations of the Nazis by imagining you were a German citizen pre-World War II without actually endorsing the actual beliefs of the Germans at that time. So all of this is a caveat, which apparently it would be a good idea for me to state. You are free to believe whatever you want to believe. I'm not out to change anyone's belief, and I wouldn't want to. My job is to teach you, not to force you to believe something that you don't want to believe, which means that my job is only to give you the analytical tools to decide for yourself what you want to believe. Okay, that's all I have to say about that. If you have any questions or concerns about that, let's talk. I think that this is an important conversation, and I'm happy to engage you on questions about it. Thank you for listening. I hope this was helpful. And until next time, take care.